What's up, everyone? My name is Edson Cardona, and I want to welcome you guys to the hashtag Let's Kick It series. On these episodes, we get the pleasure to be joined by professional athletes, get a little insight on their background and how they made it this far in their athletic careers. A conversation between athletes about their journeys leading them to success. I hope you guys enjoy. What's up, everyone? Hope you are keeping safe with the COVID-19 pandemic, and my hope is that we are all doing our part in standing in solidarity with the racial justice movement and against police brutality because Black Lives Matter. My name is Edson Cardona. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the hashtag Let's Kick It series. For all those who joined before, thank you for coming back. For those who are joining for the first time, welcome. Usually, only one player is interviewed, but recently a close friend of mine and a teammate, a brother, unfortunately passed away. This episode will be dedicated to Joseph the Jet Cairel. There are no words that are appropriate for a loss of a loved one. My heart and condolences go out to his family, and I'm so thankful for the participation in today's episode. Several people from the soccer community will be joining in to speak about their memories with him. This episode is in his honor.
Simpson will turn on his defender. Finds Cairel. Plenty of room! And he finishes with a clinical touch. Cairel makes it 2-0 Ontario. Around one man. Maintaining possession. Charlie Gonzalez! Thank you, Cairel! Another goal for the home team. And it's 4-0 here in the second. Does have Cairel right down the middle. And that's buried and finished from Cairel. Cairel with Frank Rusin and ties the game at 4. How about a hat trick of assists for Cairel?
Number 91, Joseph Legend Cairel.
First, we'll have his sister, Jacqueline Cairel, join us, and thankful for her, for his family as well. Hope all is well, and as soon as she can, she'll be joining us. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Doing good. I want to thank you for having your time here, and I appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you for having me. Sorry, I'm turning up my volume.
No, of course.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
No problem. I appreciate it. And like I said before, condolences go out to the family. And I mean, we love Joseph, and he was probably the glue, like we talked about before, to the team. And it was an honor to play with him. And I appreciate your time and that you're taking with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, thank you so much for having me. And any chance I get to talk about my brother, I would absolutely love to.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll get started and talk about his journey as a soccer player. And I mean, you grew up, of course, throughout all of his soccer memories and moments, and would love to hear a little bit about that. I know he played and was born and raised in Livermore, played for Academy for Mustang, ended up playing all the way up to the pro level of Seattle Sounders, PDL, Burlingame Dragons, and so on. The list goes on. So if you can give us a few, those are just a few. So
one of the big ones, though, was the one that I am a huge proud sister of, was when he played for the Penalty Club down in, I want to say, Sao Paulo, Brazil. And
Yeah.
that was the club that really made him a great player. That I knew, all right, this is definitely going to be a career path for him. Like, that kid wouldn't put soccer down, sorry. Soccer ball. I mean, this kid, just to kind of give you a little backstory, this kid broke his foot when he was, like, I want to say in, like, third grade, and we're like, Joseph, you can't go out there and play with Dad. Like, you have to stay inside. This kid took the boot. He was running around in the mud with his boot on, playing soccer with high school kids that my dad was coaching, and we're just like, all right, well, that's how it's gonna go. So
Yeah,
yeah,
he didn't let anything phase him. I mean, we could definitely say that. There was a memory on Ontario Fury. I mean, like I said, I was blessed to be his teammate. Where I mean, we thought he almost broke his foot, and we're just like, dude, how are you still playing right now? But you can see that his passion for the sport. I mean, the love that he had day in and day out. It was just, impeccable. And a lot of the players that he has played with and teammates have seen that and seen that, wow, this guy can go through so much. And I mean, it's unfortunate, of course, that we have lost him, but he's an angel now looking over us.
yep,
But you can see the stamp that he made in so many people's lives, Um,
absolutely.
and so, like you said before, I was gonna ask, like, that jump that he made, like, from not only being just a sport, but making it into a professional level. Like, how else did you see that was gonna be a professional thing that he could now turn into?
I honestly like what I saw out of him, his dedication to the sport. That's really what got me. Is he was so dedicated. He was so, like, what's the word, perseverant. He chased it. Like, he wanted it so bad. He wanted to be a professional athlete so bad, and by golly, was he gonna stop him?
Yeah.
He got it. I'm so proud of him. And you know, just, and you can just see the pure joy on his face when he played. So
Yeah, you can definitely see that I
yeah,
mean, the hair flowing. You can see his
the
smile every time
hair,
he would touch his hair. It was like that iconic move that he had.
yeah.
Um, and so, what do you think was like the motivation behind it as well? Like, what do you think was not only wanting to be the best player, but what was that motivation that kept him going? Because I know it wasn't easy in Brazil. I
No,
remember he spoke a little bit about it with me and let me know like it was not easy at all. He almost came back, you
yep,
know,
yeah,
and that advice he got from his dad was kind of like the turning point of what he wanted to do.
yeah. And I think a lot of the motivation did come from my dad, because my dad knew what it took to be a professional athlete. That he wanted, that he knew how to push Joseph in a way that Joseph would understand. Like, okay, this is what I got. So he definitely will give a lot of credit to my dad, but also to my mom for being his number one cheerleader. Like, my mom was his number one cheerleader. My goodness. She was like on the sideline trying to help us by moving her leg and like kick her leg. But my parents definitely motivated him for sure. Like, not only did he play for himself, but he also played.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see that his love for the sport was also because of his family, and that was kind of the thing that put him in that state where I want to do that for them, and they always pushed him as hard as they could. And you can see that. And you can see that he was very family oriented. And we saw it, and I don't know if you saw the video Ontario Fury put out, but
I about
the,
melted my heart.
If you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would you go?
My mom's house.
Where would that be?
Livermore, California.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much.
yeah, and so the thing that stood out to me the most was where did he want to go? What was the first place he would go? And that hit home, because yeah, his mom was someone that impacted him so much,
Yeah.
and to see that, you don't see that often, and so it's great to see that his family, you guys all supported him.
The love he has for my mom is undeniable. Like, he, a funny, to show you how protective of my mom he was, to make a quick story. I accidentally elbowed my mom in the nose, and I really thought Joe punched me in the nose, because he's like, "You hurt mom. What the heck? Go get her something." I'm like, okay. So, all right. But yeah, he was super protective of my mom. That was like that was his mom.
Yeah, it's great to see, because that bond that you create with your family is really awesome, and you can't really have that anywhere else. And having that with you guys is probably the best. You know, if you ever needed something, his mom, you, anything, like that was all so important to him. So it's
Yeah.
great. It's great to see that.
Mhm.
My next question is, who do you think, you know, he would have credited his success to?
Again, it goes back to my mom and dad. I would credit my dad, because if it wasn't for my dad, because there were some things that my dad helped my brother with. But I feel like of anybody, it was definitely my dad, because my dad, like I said, my dad pushed him. My helped him get to where he was. Like anytime Joseph was feeling down, dad, like, what did I do wrong? I would tell him, and he'd be like, okay, cool, fix it. So, I mean, but that's how my dad was with all of us. My dad was the motivational. He gave us the pep talk. So for Joseph's success, it definitely would go to my dad, and of course my mom too. Like, because I can't just say my dad did this,
Yeah.
his success is I would definitely give credit to my mom and dad. You know.
No, like, and it goes back to, again, having that backbone, you know, having you guys be such a big part in his journey and seeing all the ups and downs, you know, like, there goes, what's a memory that you can remember where it was like, damn, I thought he was going to quit soccer, you know? Where can you see it? That was like a point where, but he had you guys, you know?
Yeah. Oh man, Uh, that is honestly a tough. That's like a question for my dad. Like my dad would be better at that question than I would. But I, I mean, I honestly I can't really answer that question. I honestly don't have an answer for that, just
Yeah.
because my mom and dad have seen us grow, and they'd be the better ones to ask that question. If they're watching, I'm sure they'll answer.
Of course. No, I appreciate it. Like I said before, it's great to see that the bond that you guys had. You know, I have two sisters as well, and that bond that I see you guys have is just so important, you know, in families, and that's just something you can't break, you know, or you
Yeah.
can't. It doesn't come easy, but at the end of the day, it's something you can't just turn off, you know. And
I mean, he was my
I,
best friend, so.
I would like you to elaborate a little more, and I don't know your thoughts about him. What was like that one memory you can say? I know there's so many, of
There's
course,
so many.
so much love for him.
Oh man, the one memory that really gets me is just the amount of time we've spent together. Like in high school, the one memory that really sticks into my head. And then again, I saw a video, but I still remember it. Was when Joseph didn't like to share with me. Like, him and I, there were times where we loved to share, but then there were times where we weren't having it. And one specific, I want to say I was 4, so I think I was 4 and he was 2, and there was this green sucker. It wasn't a ring pop, but it had like this weird looking like hoop to it or whatever. And so my dad back one share with your brother. So I was like, okay. So I would take a lick of it, and then he would. And then with Joseph is he bit on it. He bit down. I tried to pull away, wouldn't let go. And I look at my daddy, and my dad was like, Joseph Thomas, let go. So then he would let go, and we'd go back and forth, and he would do this cute little, like, it was like a wine crack thing. But I mean, looking back on it, that would have to be like one of those memories that I'm like, yep, my brother.
That's Joseph, man. That's Joseph.
That, yeah.
No, I mean, it's great to be able to have you, and I thank you so much for joining me, because I know it's hard, you know.
Yeah, it's tough.
But it's a pleasure to have you, and like I said before at the beginning of the episode, I'm also going to have a few of the players come in and join me throughout this whole episode, so that they could speak a little bit about him and the moments that we shared on and off the field with him. So I thank you. I appreciate you. My condolences go out to your family.
Yeah.
A big hug for y'all. I hope everyone's watching, and
Yeah.
much love.
All right. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline, once again for joining us. Now I would like to invite those who would like to share their favorite soccer moments with Jet on and off the field. What's up, brother?
What's up, bro? How you been?
How you doing, man?
Chilling, just trying to stay fit and working.
I hear that. You always working, brother.
I know, man. I'm kind of saying during this time, it's the only thing I can do, right?
Yeah. I appreciate you joining us on this episode. We'll definitely have you soon on the episode, but like I said before, we're sharing our great moments that we had, our favorite soccer moments with, the Jet Cairel. And so you can go ahead and start or whatever you like to say. I mean,
Man, so many. First, he's definitely missed, man. I mean, as time goes by, it doesn't get any easier, to be honest. But I'm always thinking about him. Just going to the Y, dude. Just popping in is just first thing I see is the field, soccer, and that brings up practices and the little shenanigans before practice in the locker room. Everybody showing up with stories and whatnot. So it's just so many to bring up with him. I mean, I guess the one be kind of broad about it is just, practice would be one, just in general, the whole season. Like I said, show up to practice, him coming in, just big goofy smile, long hair, his glasses, hey, what's up, this, that. Going out, practicing, playing hard. After that would be the games, when we play all together. Traveling was so much fun. We go talk about anything and everything. When he would score, everybody's chasing him down.
No one could catch him.
So he does a little celebration, frozen.
A little frozen celebration.
It was good, man. I mean, it was good. I mean, like I said, when I first met him, I think he was one of the first guys I talked to when I got here, when I flew in from Chicago, and we just talked about everything. I was like, oh yeah, I remember you. You remember me. I played against Tacoma plenty of times. With Dallas. So it was a lot of memories there, to be honest. I mean, but it's good memories. Competition is good to have. That's the best thing about soccer. You may not know a person personally until you play with them, but you play against them so many times that once you see them, it's like, hey, like clockwork, like so easy. Yeah. So, hey, how you been? This, that. But I think my favorite memory would be coaching. I mean, coaching. I didn't have a car, so I would ride with him to practice, and dude, we just talk about anything and everything about soccer, life. What are we gonna do? What are the plans? And his thing was always talking about championship, how we were playing good, how we got into a rhythm, slow start, how everybody's clicking, what everybody brings to the table, the players we have on the team. And then when we get to practice, it was just so much fun with the kids, man. You know how kids are. I'm coaching U8 kids.
I would always see you guys from afar, man.
Bro, it was awesome, because we had two same squad, like same age. So we just like, what, let's combine them together. And he's like, yeah, dude, definitely. Why are you gonna do your own thing? Let's do it together. So one practice I took over. Next practice he would take over. And those kids, man, they just have a mind of creativity. They just say the darndest things, like they say. And me and him was just like kind of mess with them, not in a bad way, but in a good way. You know how he is.
Oh yeah, of course.
Dribbling, juggling, showing them tricks, and the kids would just love it. The eyes would just get up, like, oh, Coach Joseph, he was really good with that, doing those tricks, juggling. And he was just so positive with the kids. I mean, the parents loved them. Like I said, he's just kind of pointed me in a different direction in life. I guess, how he saw it kind of, just positive, real chill, just going with life. I think that's how it should be. I mean, as you get older, you start seeing things, you become more aware of things. Yeah. Knowing him, talking to him, his background, I didn't know he played with Seattle and everything, it was awesome. He was saying how he did this, how he did that. So it was good. I mean, to be honest, I was literally looking forward to the season. I heard he was coming back soon, we would stay in touch. But it's just so much to remember of him. I mean, his hair, to be honest, I was jealous because my hair's so curly and like nappy. I can't put it down like him, man. My thing's pro out.
Yeah, right.
This is just nice and long.
You wouldn't be able to rock it like him.
Exactly. Right? I was like, man. And he'll tell me, he's like, we should do a competition. Like, because he did one with remember Jenny, the trainer.
Yeah.
He said, "What you doing? You were mine." I'm like, "I think I'm gonna win." So I got the curls. He's like, "Nah, nah, nah." But look at mine. Look at this. I can do this. I can do that. And he's just flaunting. All right, we'll see. But he was just like a ray of sunshine, man. He was good. Good people. I mean, when we win, we celebrate together. He was good. It was a good time. He was fun. Go up to the apartment, hang out. You know, we always hung out in different apartments, which was good. I mean, you know, we go to your apartment, hang out. We go to his apartment, play some FIFA. You know, we had the talk smackers on that. You know, who's really the best, but
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that a little later on.
but it was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun, and it's just, you know, everywhere we went, he was just, you know, so chill, so cool, so happy. You know, just you see that guy, and he's just like, I honestly don't remember him being mad, maybe frustrated because I know he did get injured. But like you said, you were talking earlier with his sister, like I'm like, I don't know how you're practicing, dude. Like
We all thought he broke his leg,
kept
shin,
practicing,
everything, toe.
You're wild. I don't know how you do it, but yeah, he loved the game so much, and you know, he put in the work. I mean, he's like I said, he's gone too soon. He's a kid that deserved more, especially in this league. I think, who knows, we could have won something with him. You know, definitely miss, and this has definitely more motivation for us. But yeah, that guy put in the work, man. He put in the work on the after hours. You know, one thing I gotta get soon is sushi.
Yeah.
Oh man, always talk about sushi. You know, we'd always be like, let's go to eat sushi for lunch. And I was just talking about that earlier. I was like, man, you know what? I need to get some sushi, and it reminds me of him. You know, he just loved it. So, but yeah, there's so many memories. I mean, like I said, mine. I think my favorite one would be coaching. To be honest, it was a pleasure. You know, I picked up some drills from him. I learned some stuff, the way he thought, the way he coached. You know, and that's like soccer. You know, a player you can always be. You go to a different team, you go with a different coach. You're gonna be learning. You're always learning something. Same thing with coaching. You know, I coach a certain style, and seeing his style, was just like, all right, it's a different approach. I'm like, how can I incorporate that to my coaching style?
Yeah.
To make me better. And when I saw what he did, I was like, all right, you know, it was really a different take. It was really good. So it's definitely, I'm going to keep in his memory with me when I coach, you know, in the coming years, especially with the team now.
Yeah.
I know he missed. So, but yeah, he was good, man. He was a lot of fun. Definitely going to miss him, man. Practice won't be the same without him, but
Definitely.
it's more of a motivation now, you know, playing for him. Definitely coming up, that's going to be the motivation for all of us, I know especially for me. And like I said, rest in peace. You know, we love him. Gone too soon, and hope everything's well for his family.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you taking your time and being on here with us and joining the hashtag Let's Kick It series on pretty much just sharing all the best moments with Cairel, man.
Yeah, it's a great episode. Definitely, you know, I'm always there for you. Whatever you need, I'm always down for. So appreciate me having me.
Yeah.
See you soon, brother.
Appreciate you, man. I'll see you soon.
Likewise. Take care. Yeah.
All right, brother. Much love, man. Nestor, thank you so much for joining us. For those also who want to come in, got a few other guys too. So waiting for Stephen Flora as well from Ontario. So what's up, brother?
What's up, dude?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Good, man. Doing well. I'm glad that you're able to be on this episode, man. Glad you're joining us.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for setting this up, dude. I think it's really cool for you to honor Cairel like that. Yeah.
Oh, of course, I appreciate it, and we'll get started. What favorite moment from Cairel? I mean,
yeah. I mean,
so many.
There's so many. I mean, to be honest, I'll just start by kind of just echoing what Nestor just said. I mean, like at the end of the day, I've just been thinking about that guy so much, and it's just like, ultimately, he just was such a good teammate in person. Like, genuinely made everyone around him better and just enjoyed being there more. That's like one of the best ways, I think, to sum it up. I mean, like you guys were saying, like he just had so much fun when he was playing. Like, I mean, I know for sure there were times he could have got mad at me and he just kind of would laugh it off even. So he's just like a good teammate that way. I mean, I have a couple specific memories too.
Go ahead.
So, I mean, there was one specific memory. I want to say we had traveled to Turlock and we had won, and I thought I was going to get in that game, but I didn't. So, as a rookie, you know, I didn't play a single minute the whole game, and, you know, I'm just warming up on my own, whatever. and, you know, kind of feel like you don't really get noticed, but it is what it is. And so afterwards, I get back on the bus, like, just kind of like, you know, whatever. And he just comes, sits next to me, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, you can sit by Cairel, it's fine. But then he just starts talking to me. He's like, hey, man, he's like, I just want to let you know, like, how valuable you are to this team. And he just, like, just really just was complimenting me and just making sure I was, like, good. And so he just, like, was really, like, just such a good impact on me. Like, yeah, it's hard to explain. I mean, it's like, it's such a little thing, but I didn't realize maybe at the moment just how, like, special of a person he was to be doing things like that. And I mean, that was just to me, so I imagine he's doing that to everybody too.
Yeah.
And yeah, just the kind of impact, like I was saying, that he just left on all of us. I mean, even without those, like, small memories like that, it's just like he still was just impacting us all so positively, just mainly by also the joy that he just brought. And also another thing about him that I just keep thinking about is, like, I didn't realize how much of just a role model he was to me. Like, I looked up to him and still do so much. Like, I mean, like, he's only a few years older than me, but still, I just felt like again, a small memory, we were just kicking around a ball before practice, and he told me about how he got to play one game for the Sounders on CenturyLink Field, and I was just thinking, like, man, this guy is, like, he's awesome. I was like, in my head, I was just thinking, like, man, this guy is, like, so cool. Like, yeah, so he just was such a role model for me. I mean, that's just, again, a small thing, but just even to the littler things of how just the way he handled himself in practice and just had fun. Just someone who you just want to be like, for sure. You know? Yeah, otherwise, yeah, he just made such a good atmosphere, and it's hard to handle it, you know?
No, most definitely. I mean, it's been really tough for everybody, you know, but the memories are what are left behind. And like you said before, he was a role model for a lot of guys. I mean, you, myself, being a rookie, playing on Fury, having somebody been in the league for so long and see, like, what he's gone through and all the places that he's been at as well. And just having him, like you said, that advice that he gives, he does it, you know, and he does it when you least expect it, you know. And that's probably the best part, because that's when you need it the most. And he somehow always knew when someone needed advice, and he would always give it to them at the right moment, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's definitely a very special person for doing things like that, and very, like, touching, you know, how he was able to connect with us. And yeah, especially as a younger player, it was definitely all the time that, yeah, he would just come up to me and just be like, give me just really good constructive advice. Wouldn't even feel like criticism, just actually just trying to make me a better player and a better person. And so, yeah, at the end of the day, as a teammate, that's all you can ask for. Like, you know.
Oh,
So.
man, I appreciate it, man. I'm glad that you're able to join us. And thankful, man. I hope everything's good over there. Your family's doing well and staying healthy.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for doing this, man.
Of course, man. I'll see you soon.
Later.
All right, brother. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate it. Like I said before, for those who want to join, we have until 5:30 here to just talk a lot about our favorite moments with Joseph. So for those who want to join in, just request and we'll talk about him. We have a question here. Favorite memory off the field. Man, there's so many, but I think all the little dancing moments we had together. I would always play, you know, Mac Dre, and it would just be something where we would both just go crazy. And being from the Bay Area, you know, it's just something we just clicked, you know, and it was one of the first things that you can see that me and him had, you know. We ended up being just like brothers, and just all the talks that we had together. There were just so many memories with that, and I enjoyed every time with him. And, you know, he would always just make people laugh and be all smiles, you know, his hair, and it was just amazing. So for all those other players who want to just join in, go ahead and just request. What's up, brother?
What's up, man? What's
How
going
you
on?
doing, man?
Good. Over here watching your live. I'm
I
here with
appreciate I
I'm here with
appreciate you joining in, man.
of course, dude. Of course, had to. I'm over here with Joseph's little daughter, passed out next to me.
Oh my God, how is she doing?
She's holding up.
For those who don't know her name, please let us know.
That's Nova. Nova.
Everyone who don't know Nova, everyone knows now that was Joseph's
Yeah.
daughter.
Then we're over here with Joseph's brother as well.
How you doing, boss?
Good, you?
Doing good, man. Prayers go out to y'all. Just wanted to get a few of your guys' memories with Joseph. There's so many I know. So
Yeah, it's hard to pick, man. He's it's tough because anytime anybody was around him was a good time. You know, it's hard to narrow it down to one. It's just all about, we always smile, no matter what. Yeah. Laughing, smiling, joking, pissing my mom off in public. It was always great. We did it all the time, running around grocery stores, pushing them in baskets, getting yelled at. It was always a good time with that kid, no matter where we were or what we did. It was always a good time.
I appreciate you guys for joining in and giving us a little bit of an insight on Joseph. What can you say was probably the most embarrassing, moment Joseph had? Have a little laugh with him.
What can we see on camera?
Yeah,
not too bad. Some appropriate.
With this many viewers.
Yeah.
Man, it's tough. It's tough. The one thing that he hated the most is something that he started.
Yeah.
Right? Especially when he was playing here at NPC. Anytime anybody took a shot and missed, his favorite thing was chase. And then when he missed, he would get 30 guys. Chase! He hated it. He walked the shame to go pick up the ball. He hated it. But that's the only time I really see my brother embarrassed or angry.
Yeah.
Otherwise it was just a good time, laughing, getting yelled at, but still laughing.
He get yelled at.
No matter what it was, it was fun.
I appreciate it, man. Our condolences go out again to the family and huge love for him, all the players as well. From Fury, we all loved him. It was a great time to be with him. So
we appreciate all the love that he's gotten from all over the country. It's been humbling to say the least. He touched the lives of a lot of people and obviously left a good impression. Apparently, it's been a great help, at least for me, and I know for other members of my family as well, to see all the love that he's gotten from everybody. We definitely appreciate it.
No, thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Thanks, man.
No problem. You have a good day.
You too. There's Darwin.
What's up, Darwin?
Oh man, what's up, dude?
All right, we'll get started.
I don't got that good signal out here.
No, you're good. I know you have so many memories with him. So
what's up, kid?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh man, it's like there's too many. I can't even pick. It didn't matter where we were at. It's a good time, Yeah. It's it didn't matter where we'd go. We'd go to a soccer field. We'd have a ball. We're having fun. We'd go to a bar. There's just me and him in there. There's gonna be dancing, even if it's just me and him at the fucking bar.
That's the only thing, huh?
Yeah, man. It's always a good time with him. He'd bring out the best in everybody. And even when people were having a bad day, we'd be able to read them, and we'll be like, watch, we'll change their attitude. They'll turn around, and the next thing you know, they're joining us and having a great day as well. His soul was crazy. It was on a whole nother level. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's great to see his brother touched a little bit about it. He just did touch a lot of people's lives, and it was all happiness. It was something where you can look at him and you can just smile at each other, and it was like, all right, you can set the vibe right there, and then things would just go.
Exactly. And there's times where I couldn't even look at him because I'd just start cracking up, laughing, in tears, laughing. Not a word would be said, and we'd just be in tears, just looking at each other, just crying.
There's just so many times where he's just he did impact a lot of people's lives, so that's
Heck
just
yeah.
um, any other words that you want to say about Joseph?
Man, guy will be missed, man. We all loved him. He'll be missed a lot, and just appreciate all the support from like all the friends, family, all of his fans, everybody. It's awesome. And thank you for doing this, bros. It's awesome.
No, of course, man.
Yeah.
Of course, Joseph touched my life. I mean, we had so many moments where we just talked about just life in general, you know, things we were going through, our families, you know. It's great to see, you know, because we kind of had the same relationship with my parents as well. And so it's just great to have somebody who I can, you know, look up to. So,
yeah. No, man, it's awesome, though. Thank you, though. Thanks for requesting me.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Yeah, man. I'm sure a lot of other guys want to get on here, too.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Have a good one.
Man. You too, dude. Take care.
All right, much love. Hey, Jen, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, no problem.
I just wanted to get your favorite memories. I know you had, I mean, the best memory with him was when you guys did the contest with whose hair was better.
Literally had a daily contest going on who had better hair. I believe he did win on votes. His family came in clutch, and he won the actual contest.
Yeah.
But one of my other favorite memories, I was like thinking about the ridiculousness that you guys all are. And the one thing that I remember and I will always laugh at is he was out practice because his foot was bothering him. And my med kit was like open and he grabbed a roll of tape for some reason and he just kept tearing these little pieces and putting them on his foot. And so after practice, he had a chiro appointment and I get a call later that day. So I went to the chiropractor and I took my shoe and sock off and I forgot I still had the tape on my foot. And like it wasn't any kind of actual tape job. He was just putting pieces randomly on his foot. He's like, luckily they turned around and I was able to take it off real quick and nobody saw. And I was a little disappointed that no one saw because it would have been hilarious.
Yeah. No, but that's Joseph, man. He never.
That really is. Just a goofy, like constantly smiling, always making you laugh. I think one of my other favorites is the game that I was working on homework before the little kids camp we did. And Christian had hid my laptop, but I thought it was YouTube because you were laughing the whole time. So logically, I was just like, it had to be these two. And I really believed it was Joseph, and it wasn't. And he was like, see, I told you it wasn't me. Why would you think it's me? And it's one of those things where like, that was just like that was his personality. Like he was an easy person to assume would do that because like he's just so goofy and like always messing around with people.
Yeah, I mean he'll definitely be missed, and like you said, his character and charisma was what made him the great person that he was on and off the field. Like you said,
yeah.
Even when he wasn't playing or where he was hurt, he would just try to stick it out and keep on going.
Yeah, he will definitely be missed by all of us, that is for sure.
I appreciate your time that you joined us, and I hope all is well out there.
Yeah, same with you.
I'll see you soon. Thank you.
All right. Yep. Bye.
How you doing, boss? How you doing?
My name's Edgar. I played with Joseph at NPC in 2013 and 2014.
Yeah.
Coming right out of high school as an 18-year-old. I grew up here in Monterey. How are you, man?
Good, man. Glad you're able to join, and I appreciate it. Like I said before, we're just sharing our favorite moments with him on and off the field, and I know so many people have had great laughs with him. So, I mean, you can go ahead and start, man.
Yeah. Well, when I was on my second year at NPC, I had the opportunity to be captain in the same team with Joseph at NPC, which truly felt like an honor, knowing what kind of player Joseph is already, having already give me that like responsibility to be with, his son captaining this college team. And, we would go to the gym before practice. We'd be out at practice kicking the ball, me and him. Eventually, the guys would join in before practice, and we kind of had to grow our chemistry together, and we got to know each other on and off the field. Like I lived out here in Monterey, so my backyard was like a basketball court, like a little turf field. Um, I invited him over, and after practice, we would go to my house. It was close to the college, so we play basketball, head back in, go kick again, hit the gym. I would see him bench like 2 plates. That when I saw him do that, I was like, my goal is to do what he did. And it was really motivating the whole time because I got to see him every day, and he would only get better, and like it was very good time captaining a whole team. He would text me in the morning and say, hey, you on your way to school, you on the way to the gym, because Artie worked there at the college, so he ran the gym, so he was there before practice. He was there at like 9. Practice wasn't till noon, so class, we would have class in the morning before practice, before the gym. But we always checked up on ourselves, checked up on the teammates, make sure we see each other on campus, give each other a high five. You heading to the gym, it was always like, what are we doing to get better right now?
Yeah.
In the locker room, like just motivating each other before the games. After the games, we could either put each other down, but all we ever did was just like, we're gonna get better, we're gonna get through this. Tomorrow when we get to practice, we're just gonna, fresh start and let's go. And I couldn't wait to see Joseph every single day of my days at NPC. And I wish there was a time machine. I wish these inventors, do something, later on in the future. So, we can.
You're covering your mic a little.
Sorry about that. I'm right here.
No worries.
This is where I'm at right here, just hanging out.
No worries, man.
But
yeah, Joseph was that person, who just had that dedication, and he had that mentality, like that nothing can stop him, and he can also grow so much. He was that guy who just would push himself to become that best player, on and off the field as a person as a whole. It was just something that you can see him grow too when he was with other people. And like we talked about a little bit was he would just make everyone laugh. There was not one dull moment you can say, oh, I didn't see Joseph not smile like in 1 minute. Like he would always be smiling, and that's kind of like the best thing he had.
He had the biggest smile, man.
Yeah.
I love this smile, man. What a time it was. What a time. I had the opportunity to surf over here when he was out here. There were like this other guy in the team that also surfed. So we all 3 of us got together, and we got some boards, and we hit the waters out here in Monterey at Costa Verde, where his favorite beach was. We were there, and then we went over here to Carmel Beach, and we hit the waves, and we got tossed around, we got thrown around. But what a time, I wore a wetsuit because I didn't want to be in the cold, but Joseph was in shorts. He didn't care. He was a dog, bro. I was like, Joseph, you sure? He's like, nah. He's like, nah, Gary, let's go. I was like, all right.
Yeah, that was Joseph, man.
What a time, Joseph.
Nah, I appreciate you joining us, man.
And thank you for having me and like accepting the request and having me share, my time. There's some stories out there, and if we were all in like the same like conference room, we could be there for at least like a week.
Yeah, no, most definitely. I mean, that's what this is for. I mean, his family also to see that so many people loved him, and I'm just here, just trying to tell everyone his story. I just want everyone to show their love for him, and I mean, he was just such an important person in my life. The time that I spent at Ontario Fury, and it's crazy because he's from the Bay, I'm from the Bay, and we never really talked to each other. until like we got there. We knew like the same people, like same friend group, and it's just like, how did I not know like who you were? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
It's just
So
all
you've been all
clicked.
my life.
Yeah, so it all just clicked, you know. So I appreciate you, and
Thank you.
hope you have a good day, and I'll see you soon, man. Much
All right.
love.
Much love, man. Take care.
Get it.
Eddie,
What's up, man?
what's going on, bro?
How y'all doing, man?
I got
Appreciate y'all
Uzi over
joining.
here, and I have Q over here, man. We actually at the field right now. We're about to coach the kids.
Much
So
love,
we
man.
just want to get in real quick and just say maybe 1 or 2 words, and you know, we got to get back in right here and start coaching. You know.
No, I appreciate you, man. I was gonna make a part 2 so you guys can be in it, man. Cause I know you guys had trainings.
Yeah. Now, for me, I just want to say, you know, RIP Jets, man. You know, Q, go ahead.
R.I.P. Dude, you'll be missed, and we all love you.
Yeah,
Appreciate it,
brother. We all love you. Hey, Edson, man, good job. Thank you for doing this, man. You know, getting people, you know, to share memories of Cairel and what he meant to all of us, you know.
No problem, man.
We always gonna remember him. And I was just talking to Easy early on, and one thing he said that was stuck to me is, you know, next year, you know, we basically playing for him, you know, and in remembrance of him, and you know, the happiness he literally he brought on in the way he played the game, and you know, that's, you know, we're really ready to play for him.
Yeah, man. When we get on the field next year, it's gonna be for Jets, man. We're gonna play for him, man. We miss him a lot, man. He was a good dude. He was a really,
Yeah.
really good guy. So,
If you have one memory that you can maybe just tell us. I
you're
know
gonna
there's
put
so
me on the
many.
spot.
Look,
Yeah, I gotta put you on the spot, man.
there's one thing, right,
Go ahead.
about Cairel and all of you guys that I always kind of like. I was always looking at it, and I'm like, every time you guys wear a kick, your kicks were always clean and brand new shoes every week. What's up with that? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, where the kicks gonna go? He was always coming to practice. I mean, you know, someone talked about how he was a light, like a bright soul. And you know, it reflected on everything, almost like, and for me, mainly the shoes. I always, every time I look down, it's like a brand new shoes, and he was never dirty. And I'm like, I can never do that. When I wear shoes, I go out there. By the time I come back, it's already dirty. You know. It
Yeah,
was always
Cairel
clean,
had
man.
that, man.
You got any story you want to tell? No. All right. Nah, man. For me, my story is, I think it's the first time I ever played against Cairel, right? When he used to play with Tacoma.
Yeah.
You know, he's quick, right? He's fast, right? He's fast, and there was one play. He had the ball close by the board, right? And he thought he got me, right? So he had the ball, he pushed it, and he took off. He got 1-2 steps ahead of me, and I find a way to cut up to him, poke the ball away from him, wait for him to come back out, hit the board, the ball off the board, and the ball came back to me, and I make the pass. And you should see the disappointment on his face. It's like, man, like, this dude's pretty quick. Then right after that, he went and changed, right? He did a line change. And he did a line change, then I jog off close to the to the boards, like where the Tacoma Star team
Yeah.
is. So I stand there, then I can literally hear him telling his other teammates. He was like, bro, this dude's fast. He's like, bro, this dude's fast, man. So that's like one of the things I can, you know, think of. And man, the dude was fun, man. He was fun, man. He was a good guy, man. Like I said, we're gonna miss him. I know somebody was asking what they said. He said 2020 playoff. I can see the comment, but we're gonna miss him. And next year, when we step on the field, we're playing for Cairel. We're playing for Jets. We're playing for Cairel, and we'll make sure that everybody's on it. Okay? And life
Yes,
is
sir.
too short, man. You know what I mean?
Nah, I appreciate you guys so much. I'm glad you guys were able to be part
Hey,
of this.
Edson, well done, man. I think that's well done what you're doing, and you know, it help us stay together, and then just remember as a Cairel. Well done, man. Good job.
All right, bro.
Appreciate it.
Well, we got to get back on the field, and we got to coach the kids, man.
Yes,
All right.
sir. What's up, man? Have a good one, guys.
All right, bro. Hey, love you, bro. I'll see you
Love you
soon,
too,
okay?
man. I'll see you
All
soon.
right, bro. Later. All right.
What's up, brother? How you
How
doing?
you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. My name's Dante. Um, Man, like you've been saying, I've been like listening to the live for like 30 minutes now, and
Yeah.
like everyone's just talking about how much how Joseph's energy was, and I can truly say like his energy was through the roof. Like he would always send smiles. Like his smile was contagious. His laugh was contagious. His energy was contagious, man.
Yeah.
I got to meet Joseph when I just graduated high school, and I knew Darwin. Darwin, I met him in high school, so he kind of took me in. And then coming into college, he was like, "You're too scrawny, man. You're skinny. You need to hit the gym because you're gonna get tossed around." And so he's like, "My boy and I are gonna go hit the gym at NPC," and I was like, "All right, for sure." And then so I go, and then there's Joseph. I like meet him, and I'm like, I have like a couple videos of us like in the weight room, and ever since then, like I built this connection with Joseph, and it was just like because of Darwin, and we would nonstop that whole summer. We would just hit the gym, then hit the field, and just just train, man. And his energy was just it was very contagious, and you can really tell like he wanted to be better every single day. And um, I remember him like him saying like, like if you want something, work for it because you're not gonna get it. And we like ever since then I would always like text him like, yo, when we training, like when are we going to the gym, and he was just always so down to like work. He would be like, oh, let's go get sushi, let's go, because sushi was his thing. Like he would
He loves
like
sushi, bro.
like he'll be like, let's go to Zoom or something. Like sushi was like his favorite. And so like I really built a connection with Joseph. He was awesome, man. And the whole Cairel family, they also helped me a lot. Like Cindy, Coach Artie, Artie Jr. He all of them. They're just an amazing family. And it's really cool that you're doing. I have a memory where we were in the field, we were playing, and I scoop it to him, and then like 30 seconds later, he like tried to scoop it, and he didn't really get the same scoop.
Yeah.
And I was like, "You saw that, right? Like I scooped it, and you didn't scoop it." He's like, "I got you. Like I'm gonna do it again." And this dude did it. He's like, "Oh, you seen that, right?" So he's that type of player, man. It's just like just full of energy. He was awesome, and I'll always remember him just like everyone will. Everyone, it's crazy how much he impacted everyone throughout the country. And he was just a fun guy to be around. We drove one time to Sacramento, 3 hours, just me and him. And we were just listening to music. He would just be dancing in the car. They'll talk. And then you out of nowhere, we'll just like be quiet and listen to the music. And then, but yeah, it was fun, man. He was an amazing person, which I'll carry him throughout my whole life because he was a big impact. And he helped me a lot, life-wise and in the field. So yeah, we have a couple videos together, which is, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And I seen that video that you have of him doing El Caballo Dorado, which I thought was hilarious, man.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
He's just that type, like you
Yeah.
said, bring out the energy, and it's amazing to see.